This is an automatic door opener for poultry, which will make my life a little easier and my neighbors a little bit happier. Not that they're not happy now, but a little prevention always helps. And we'll also get into why Fireman Sam hangs from a wire a little later on. So the birds finally made it out, and it really seems like they're enjoying their new pen. But there's one issue that I really hope that we can solve today, and that's opening hours. The way it is now is that I keep them in there and I come out and open for them after I wake up in the morning. That means that they can't come out before I wake up, and sometimes you kind of want to sleep in, at least on the weekends. But I don't do that because I feel guilty leaving them in there when they could be out and about enjoying themselves out in the sun. So that's why I'm going to try and use this automatic door opener to help me let the birds out at the same time every day, no matter what I'm up to. But first, we need to talk about duck eggs. The hens lay their eggs in a nesting box mounted up on the wall. The ducks, on the other hand, lay their eggs wherever they feel like it at the moment, usually on the floor. I did initially try with a box for the ducks on the floor, but they also like to chill in there, so the eggs got really dirty and some of them also cracked, so I removed that box. But lately I've noticed some duck eggs in the hen's nesting box, and that tells me two things. One, ducks can jump, at least a little. And two, some of them want to lay their eggs in privacy. So I'm going to make another box and mount it on the wall a little lower than the other so that all the ducks who want to can get up there. And if they decide to use it, hopefully it will result in cleaner and less cracked eggs. So the opening needed to be a lot taller than I anticipated, and I've actually run out of space for the door opener. I guess I could mount it in an angle, but I don't know how much weight it'll take because the door plate will be kind of big. So I think lifting it straight upwards would be preferable. So to get the space I need, I think I'll remove the structure. I've used it many years ago for some small chickens, but now it's only collecting dust. This stick is what the hens are sleeping on at night, so I have to make them a new one. But I think this has to go. In my previous video, I showed a clip of my dogs seemingly going at it, and people were wondering to start preparing names for the puppies, and someone even wanted to get on the list to buy one. But I can assure you there won't be puppies here anytime soon. Both my dogs are bitches, and they are in heat right now, so the hormones are flying all over the place. And if one of them should have a puppy, that would be some Virgin Mary stuff. And can you believe that that shot was taken last week with all the snow? Today I think we have like 17 degrees Celsius, and the spring has really taken over. So I've packed away my long johns, hopefully for good this season. Now you attach the door to this string, and there's a motor in here that winds the door up and down. And the beauty is that you can set it to open and close at a specific time of day. It also has a light sensor for it to automatically open at dusk and dawn. Now we're mid-April and the sun comes up about 5:30 in the morning, and during summer even earlier. That would mean that the rooster would go out in the middle of the night and start screaming. And my kid's bedroom is on this side, and I also have some neighbors that I think would appreciate if we waited a little to let him out. And since I'm mounting it on the inside, it wouldn't work anyway. So I'm gonna start by setting it to open at 8 o'clock in the morning and to close about 10 at night. The hens usually go inside when the sun sets, but the ducks aren't always that eager to go inside. But I'm doing a round around the farm and to check on the water buffaloes as well before I go to bed. So I'll just check in and see if the ducks has gotten in as well. Okay, so I'm setting it to open at 7:40 in the morning, and it gets dark around here at 9:30 at night, so I'm setting it to close at 10 o'clock. I had to raise it up a little over the edge to get room for the door to fully open. And I thought a lot about what I said earlier about lifting straight upwards or in an angle, and it seems I might have gotten it all wrong. It maybe requires even less energy to open it in an angle if you use a pulley. I thought the friction would require more energy, and I tried to read about it, but it was a lot of math and I got all dizzy. But if you know the physics of it and can explain it to me like I'm a 6-year-old, feel free to do so in the comments below and enlighten us. Either way, now it pulls it straight upwards and it works, and that's the most important thing. Now this could be a little better. I made this with the plan of using a plywood plate, but then I got this aluminum plate from a friend instead, which is a little thinner and lighter, and that makes this whole thing a little more sloppy. And I guess it doesn't matter, but I would like it to be a little smoother, so we'll see. So I built this door for the coop, and it locks like this. And I like to keep it close whenever I go in here and water the birds or pick up some free-ranging duck eggs, so they won't slip out. But it only opens from the outside, and I have to put my hand through here to get it to open. The lock has a little hole in it, and I've attached a little piece of wire to it and put it through the wood. And on the other side, well, there's Sam. In the intro of this video, the wire I used was a little too thick, so Sam wouldn't go back in when I close the door. But this wire size is the perfect fit to get him in and out. This trick was suggested to me by a couple of viewers actually, and that's what I love about having this channel and this community. I learn a lot, and hopefully some of you do too. Now let's also see if we can all learn the physics of using a pulley after this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. You could hit the like button if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo!